Hey everybody, it's Sarah. I tried very hard today to make a process video and it got interrupted twice. I got about partway through my beautiful title card here and it was just turning into a very quick disaster. So I thought I'd do a really quick share video. This is my week 14, which for me is March 27th to April 2nd. I know a lot of you aren't on that same week for those dates, but I am a retail bookkeeper and those are the dates that my company is using. So like right now we're on week 21, so that's kind of how I'm going, just to keep my dates consecutive and so I'm not a complete disaster at work and for Project Life. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show you each card individually as quickly as possible. I once again apologize. I tried so hard to do a process video. It just wasn't happening. But I will explain in detail as best I can everything that I did to achieve what I did. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, I started with the Crate Paper Little U. Isn't it called Little U? The baby collection. I bought a little bit of it at a scrapbook store up near St. Cloud called Crafts Direct. When I was there, they only had like the chipboard, the ephemera, and a few sheets of the paper. They didn't have the pad, so I ended up only with like 3 sheets of the paper. But I was trying to move my way from kind of like Maggie Holmes, Bloom, and C'est La Vie into kind of an Eastery theme, since Easter was a Sunday and it kind of spanned for us 2 weeks because we had a little bit of Easter activities before, like with school and church, and then actually Easter Sunday, which was that following week, which is week 14. So here you can see I cut down a 4x6 piece of the paper from the Little U collection. There's the back of it. It was a wood grain one. And I took a doily, cut it in half, and sewed around the border with my sewing machine. I put on this tag from Maggie Holmes Bloom and also one of the fringy hearts. And this is one of those pretty scripty words from Amy Tan, Better Together. I put week 14. I stamped the date. I embellished with some enamel dots and some gems from Kaisercraft and some pearls from Kaisercraft. And sprayed the whole works down with, of course, everybody's favorite, Heidi Shine Gold. And blush, which exploded everywhere the second time I tried to film. You can kind of still see it, so I said forget it. I'll just do a share video. Okay, and that's a little bit of twine from the Twinery up on top there. Next card is a 4x6 picture of a pie from Thanksgiving from Easter. I took a couple pieces of ephemera, I glued them down. Those were from the Little U collection. I sewed across, added I got these from, see, I even had everything in a cute little dish, you guys. I had it all ready to go. Look, so cute. Oh well. I got a couple packs of these at Tuesday Morning, believe it or not. I cut the red ones off because the red ones didn't match. But these were from the 7 paper Felix collection. I got these for 99 cents at Tuesday Morning a couple days ago. I picked up 2 packs. I probably should have picked up 4. And a little heart from the Bloom collection, and I wrote Pie Love because this was the most delicious key lime pie with whipped cream and graham cracker crust. It was delicious. Those are epoxy words from the Bloom collection sheet. Now I'll do 2 at a time of my 3x4s to kind of make it go a little bit quicker. This was just a picture of a sunrise one morning, probably a Wednesday morning, because I'm off every Wednesday. This was a little pocket that I made with vellum. I just cut a 3x4 piece of vellum, cut it diagonally with my scissors, sewed it on with my sewing machine, threw in a couple pieces of ephemera from that same collection, stuck on a glitter heart from Bloom, a bow from Heidi Swap, and embellished it right there. That is a really easy 3x4 picture of my daughter at a dental checkup. And it says, "You are my wild thing." She really is. She's a number 2. She's a little unpredictable. This is just a picture of junk in my cart at Target. Pretty boring. So I wanted to cover that up with one of these super cool, totally addicted to these guys, 3x4 pockets from Becky Higgins. They're thin, and I'm telling you, like electrically charged, because these sequins just almost stay perfectly situated inside them once I sew them shut with my sewing machine. Let me see if you can you see that there? There's where I sewed it shut. Just ran it through my Husqvarna Viking Designer 1. And I used up, so sad, used up my Warm Golden Glow. Good thing I just got 9 more mixes in the mail, right? Warm Golden Glow is gone. I think I got 4 different shaker pockets out of it. So, you know, even if they're like £2.70, I think, for one of these, and depending what the dollar is, you know, that's not too bad for basically 4 projects out of it. So pretty happy with that. Oh, and let me show you quick. I will use some of my red tape. I will put it on the back. I will peel it off, and I will stick it right on top of my page protector and my Project Life album. And they stay perfectly. Okay. This is a picture of one of the beautiful Easter lilies from Easter. I sewed around the edge of the 4x6 piece of paper that I think this is actually from Bloom. Yeah, it's from Bloom. I stamped the date on a Bloom sticker. I used a little piece of ephemera that I tucked in there. There is a little Pebbles vellum doily right there, and there's also an acetate sun from the Little You collection. There's a piece of wood with like a sticky epoxy thing in the middle. And just embellished with some enamel, some pearls, and some gems. Easy peasy. Here's another one of the pies that my mom brought to Easter. I cooked, ham, cheesy potatoes. We had about 3 different kinds of buns. I did honey carrots. I did green bean casserole. Oh, and I made a Pinterest-inspired berry whipped cream cheese fruit salad that was amazing. So this is one of the pies that my mom brought, and it just says "Smile," something so wonderful. Bloom epoxy stickers, and from the Bloom sticker sheet, they had some tiny words on the back, and then I just embellished with pearls, enamel dots, and gems. Super easy. Now this is going to be the top of the next page. See, I used very similar design to kind of keep things cohesive throughout the whole spread. Bloom, obviously, because they're beautiful flowers. More sunshine, please. This was the end of March, the beginning of April, so here in Minnesota we're actually getting a little bit of sun. Probably no real green grass yet, but at least the grocery stores and the flower shops and church have pretty flowers to take pictures of, right? Okay, this is what I did my journaling on. I usually do my journaling on a busy 3x4 pattern piece of paper. But there was kind of a lot to talk about since it was Easter, and here I also duplicated that diagonal cut vellum that I sewed a pocket, and I did a doily. I used half the doily for my title page. I used a third or a fourth of it here. I did this piece of ephemera up on 2 big pieces of foam so I could tuck some stuff behind it. Couple pieces of Bloom ephemera, and then that is a Pebbles tag from that Pebbles Spring Fling or whatever that spring line was. And I typed my journaling on my Underwood typewriter, and I sewed around the edges, obviously before I did my typing. And I just type it on cheap white cardstock and cut it with scissors. I love that look. Oh boy, we're at 9 minutes. Sorry guys, I'll speed it up. Okay, so this was just a filler card from the cut apart sheet. Once again, I hit it with some blush and some gold Heidi Shine, threw on some enamel dots, gems, and pearls. Here's a picture of my daughter chewing the head off of a chocolate bunny. That's kind of a tradition. And that is a funny little puffy word sticker from the Bloom puffy sheet, sticker sheet. Here is a picture of my oldest daughter. We ran to like Michael's Joann Hobby Lobby one evening. She was excited, so it says so excited. And this is a picture of my completely healthy 36-year-old husband who came up with shingles out of nowhere. That is a piece of wood. I also used another piece of wood from that same pack. This was a pack that came in, this was that other 3x4 card. Those came from one of my older Citrus Twist kits, and they always have kind of cheeky sayings on them, and I always kind of want to keep them because you never know when you're going to need it. I couldn't even make this up. No, I couldn't, and I had to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. That picture was taken around midnight in the emergency room. I had been about an hour and a half up north for 12 hours at a work meeting, came home to a husband that was so sick he couldn't get out of bed. He was in so much pain, so ended up having to take him into the ER. They filled him full of fluids and a nice, lovely vial of narcotics, and boom, he came to. He had 12 days of an antiviral, and happy to say he is much, much better now, but boy, who'd have thunk shingles for a 36-year-old. Okay, we're almost done, guys. This is a beautiful 4x6 of some Asiatic lilies that were at work. And then it says Together Easter, because obviously the family gets together over Easter. Those are those beautiful glitter Maggie Holmes Bloom thickers that I should have gotten another pack of. Okay, this is my last card. This is from the other side of that title paper, from the Little You collection. I sewed around the edges. I splattered pretty hard with some of the blush and the gold. I added a beautiful vellum doily from Pebbles and then an acetate love heart from Little You. I added some of the chipboard stars, some enamel dots. To think of you is to smile. That was the last gold little word sticker on that Maggie Holmes Bloom. I'm getting so close to being done with that. I think I can probably get one more layout out of it. Well, that's it, ladies. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about my process, or if you want to just find me on Facebook, I'm pretty active in like Scrapaholics Anonymous, 15 Minutes to Scrap with Spiegel Mom Scraps, Project Lifers, Project Life Obsessed. You can find me pretty much in any of those groups. So thank you so much, ladies. Bye.